Hey everyone, what's the haps? Hope all is well. I'm Velocity NZ. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I'm on my new laptop now, and this is the first time I'm using OBS Studio. So bear with me. I might get a couple of things wrong. I'm not too sure. Just also, I'm using the webcam on my computer because I couldn't figure out how to use my iPhone with it. There was some technical complications. So yeah. Also, just wanted to say today is my mum's birthday, so happy birthday, Mum. If you watch this, hope you're having a great day. Yeah, so recently the Tekken Talk Live panel was like something that just happened recently, and on the panel they were showing a lot of merchandise for the Tekken 8 game, and it made me realize that it's a really great time to be a Tekken fan right now because there's just so much merchandise if you want to indulge and get things that remind you of the game you like. For me, that's, Tekken 8's my favorite game, obviously. So like all that stuff is accessible now, and it gave me the idea to just like maybe make a video on all of that merchandise and just give my opinions of it and what I think about it. As a disclaimer, I haven't been sponsored or anything like that. This is just me talking about stuff that I like. And I think, like, to me, all this stuff is just a gift, even though, we have to buy it and everything. It's so cool to have all this stuff, this great merch, so I'm super stoked about it. Anyway, I'll get to the video. Okay, so the first thing I was gonna look at is the Tekken 8 disc plates. These are like metal plates that you just use like posters on your wall. And I'll go back to, I recently got the Tekken 8 Premium Collector's Edition bundle, and that is my pre-order bonus metal plate placard thing with Tekken 8 on it on my wall, and up there is my Jin with the Devil Wing figurine that's lit up. But yeah, I'll go back to so yeah, this is just showing all the different displays that they have, and I think they're really cool. Go to the next visual. This one is their limited edition one. I think they only have 1,000 of them. They're probably, for all I know, sold out already, but that just looks really cool. This is it closer up. It's got like different textures, like I think you call it embossed or something. Like, yeah, it looks super sick. Just another shot of that. And this is I think the standard Tekken 8 display, which will probably be available for a longer period of time, and yeah, probably be the easier one to get. This is the Tekken 7 one with the iconic Heihachi Kazuya kind of split screen, and they've even got a Tekken 3 one. I think they might even have a couple of Tekken 3 ones, not too sure. And then these are the, what are they called? Figuarts. So they're really premium looking action figures. Here's one of Jin. I think they're only Jin and Kazuya so far. From another angle, look like there's a lot of points of articulation. I actually have a couple of Tekken action figures already. So this is Kazuya, and Heihachi, and these are from the Game Dimensions range. But yeah, I think action figures are super cool still, so yeah. Where am I? Okay. Another shot of the Jin figure. Close up, Jin Kazama. Body shot, Jin Kazama. Kazuya and the with the Tekken urban square New York background. He really suits this backdrop. Kazuya Mishima. Man, it took me so long to set this up, and I'm just going through it like rapidly. I don't know. So yeah, another one of Kazuya. And this is the limited edition Fist Meets Fate. What do they call it? Figurine. I think it's more like a statue though, kind of like my Jin one from the collector's edition. But this looks really sick. It's kind of like a environmental diorama kind of thing going on with it as well. And there's heaps of angles in these pictures. Oh shit, I skipped ahead. Okay, so that's still the Fist Meets Fate figurine. And these are the Game Dimensions action figures, which is the same line of figurines of action figures that are the ones I just showed from my own room. So this is the Jin in the Tekken 8 costume, and the other one is King. And they come with like riding on a stand, like round 1, ready, fight, sort of Tekken 8 text, and it looks really cool when you stand it up. King in the box. King and Jin. And this is the... I don't know if I'll get this right, but the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha Tekken 8 edition or something like that. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. I think it could be better. I think it's a little awkwardly put together. I think they were trying to fit Jin and Kazuya on the stick, and there's no convenient place to put them in a way. Like it's shown here, you can take out the artwork, and it folds up, and you can customize the inside of the stick. You can access that more easily. Another picture of the artwork being replaceable. And this version here, it's the same stick. I'm pretty sure it's like exactly the same. But this is the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha Street Fighter 6 edition. And I actually have it right here. So I originally bought this and I was gonna customize it and maybe turn it into a Tekken arcade stick, and I still might. I don't know if I'm really willing to buy it again in the Tekken 8 version, but what I was gonna, and I do like the artwork with Luke and Jamie on the front, but this is how it opens up, and then those are all the buttons and stuff you can customize in the stick. But yeah. Oh shit, did I? I don't know if I zoomed up close for that. So I'll just show it again. This is the stick. So yeah. And this is the Hori, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a controller, and it's a Tekken 8 controller. But unfortunately, if you can see, the buttons on it correspond to the Xbox buttons. So this, I guess it's an Xbox only controller, and PC, I guess. All different angles. It's a really cool looking controller. But this is the PlayStation version, as you can see, with the XO square triangle, and it's a lot more like generic. It's completely generic, I think, almost to the point that it's too boring for me to want to buy, other than pure utilitarian value. And I think, to me, the PlayStation 5 default controller D-pad kind of like misinputs. If I push down or I push right, for me often it'll be a down right input, down plus right, and that really stuffs up like the flow of my games when I'm doing moves that, you know, are the wrong inputs, the wrong moves for what I was trying to input. So yeah, I'm considering getting a different specific controller for playing, because even though I have a couple of arcade sticks, I'm still not very natural with them, and I still struggle to wave dash and crouch dash and back dash and all that sort of stuff. So this is, I think it's called a Nendoroid kind of figurine thing of Ling Xiaoyu, and it's super cute. I like it how they chose her for this. It's just like such a cool thing for this character. I mean, if you're going for cutesy, why not use a character that really suits it? So yeah. And this is, I think it's like a Japanese sort of buzz or craze or whatever, but I think it's called Shibori, and apparently it's like a tie-dye, an art of tie-dyeing clothing. I know they have their own fashion scene there and everything, so maybe it's big over there, but they're pretty cool looking, I guess. This picture doesn't look like I lined it up properly, but anyway, this is the Tekken 8 soundtrack. I can't remember much about this. I guess you get a few CDs and everything. It says it up on this text there. But what I really like is that there are tons of stickers in this bundle sort of thing, and I can't tell from just looking at it here, but I think there's like 30 icons that represent character designs or whatever from the game. That would be my guess. I think I can see Jin's tattoo, so that would be really cool. Like, there's the Mishima Zaibatsu and G Corporation, and I guess June has a symbol, I think, and doesn't, yeah, probably symbols on their clothing and everything for all the characters. So that would be really cool, just the stickers alone. Just another picture of the soundtrack. And I like the soundtrack in this game. In some ways I do find it a little bit like previous iterations of the game, like Tag 2 or Tekken 6. Sounds a little familiar. Tekken 7. But when it still feels fresh, it's pretty cool, and it had that effect to me. Like, basically this whole game to me has a lot of novelty value. It just feels new, and it doesn't feel stagnant. It feels like they were trying to make everything new again, and that's what I really love about it. While retaining its identity. So renewing itself within its own style, and I just think that's awesome. Another shot of the soundtrack. Again. And this is Tekken Cross Edwin, which is actually my father's name. And Edwin is a Japanese clothing brand, I think. But they have a couple of badass looking things here. This jacket is pretty badass. I personally think the denim jacket is like the little brother of the leather jacket. Like, if the leather jacket is a badass, then the denim jacket is like the badass's little badass brother in the gang or something. But yeah, and all these like patches and everything, it looks pretty fucking cool. And there's jeans as well. And if you put them together, it's kind of a, well, I don't know if this is politically incorrect, but Canadian suit, they say. But I think the jeans are dark enough to contrast a little with the jacket, so maybe it's an exception, even though they're both blue. Hang on, am I on the right picture? And then there's another range of clothes, the Uniqlo clothing, and I know they've got a bunch of t-shirts. This is the Tekken 2 King, and there's a few more. I think these might be like Uniqlo Street Fighter t-shirts as well as Tekken ones, which is cool. Street Fighter's dope. And they're holding up this really cool t-shirt that has, I've got another shot of it, that has almost every main logo for every major Tekken title that's been released in sequence, and it's just such a cool concept for a t-shirt. It looks so awesome. And on that kind of muted, kind of like azure, blue, grayish, navy-ish t-shirt, it looks really cool. These look really cool. Victrix, I think I've seen the arcade sticks before. I think I've seen a white version of these because of the curve on the top and the bottom of the arcade stick, and I think it's like a metallic or a metal casing, if I'm not mistaken. But the arcade sticks are cool. Don't know if I'd go out of my way to get one, even though that Jin one looks pretty fucking cool right now. The backpack is kind of sweet. I don't know if I'd want to wear it around unless I was going to like fighting game convention or like an FGC gathering or something. Still cool. But what really interests me in this picture is the controller, the Victrix controller. Just looking at it like that, it looks really cool, and I like this configuration with the D-pad to the left, and the D-pad is like a square. So I wonder if my problem with misinputs on the D-pad would be solved by getting this controller. And I watched a review on it recently because I was interested because I saw what will be coming up. Here's another shot of the controller and another shot, but these don't show what I was interested for. Yeah, so it's customizable, so you can kind of reconfigure it how you like it, and the placement of the analog sticks can be moved around, so it's kind of like an Xbox configuration or a PlayStation one. And then there are different analog stick kind of sticks that you can put onto it. And then it's got 3 different D-pads. And then add to all of that cool stuff, it's got like a fight pad where you can have the old kind of like Sega Mega Drive, I think it was the Mega Drive, that had like the 6 buttons, 3x3, and so, not 3x3, 2 rows of 3, where with a game like Street Fighter you have like light, medium and heavy attacks. And so using the triggers is really sucked on like a normal PlayStation control with that kind of arrangement. I remember playing Super Street Fighter, what was it? Super Street Fighter 4? Turbo something rather? I can't remember. But yeah, and I really hated using the triggers and stuff like that. Also with Tekken, like obviously you can customize the button layout how you want, but I really hate having triggers, the R2 and L2 as buttons, because I accidentally push them all the time. So when they're like allocated to things like rage or heat smash or whatever, yeah, I accidentally push them all the time and I hate it. Hate that. But yeah, because this is like fully customizable, it just looks so cool to me. A couple of things I noticed in that video, the review video, was that it doesn't have vibration, I think. I'm not sure if it's vibration, but I know that it doesn't have haptic feedback, which is the like full vibration sense you get in PS5. It doesn't have adaptive triggers, which are the triggers that have resistance and feedback and everything. And it doesn't have a speaker, I think, on the controller, but it does still have the touchpad. So yeah, and it's cheaper than like the Dual Sense or the Dual Edge or whatever it's called, the official Sony one. And there's a couple of other I don't know if you call them aftermarket or whatever, but there's a couple of other brands of controllers out there. But this one is supposedly one of the cheaper ones for all the customization and stuff that it does. Another shot of it. Get my coffee here. Yeah, and just another shot of it being rearrangeable. And here's, I think, Jin, King, and Lily arcade sticks. I think it's Lily with the pink. They all look really cool. Those are really cool like hues of colors. The selection of colors is perfect. I think this is my final category, which is the Premium Collector's Edition, and I actually own that, and I'm stoked to have it. I had a friend in Australia sort it out for me, so yeah, that was really cool. Shout outs to Craig. I'm wearing the Leroy ring that came with it. But yeah, it just came with a like shitload of really cool stuff. The metal plate that is, hang on, the metal plate on my wall, and the Jin light up statue figurine. And it's got an awesome steelbook for the game. And then I got the Ultimate edition inside of the box. A couple of cool stickers. I might put one of my stickers on my new laptop. I think that'll be really sick. And I gotta figure out where to put the Mishima Zaibatsu sticker. I got somewhere I'm thinking, but if I move houses it might be like, I want to put it on my game cabinet, but, or what do you call it, like bookshelf thing, but in another house it might be covered, so it's kind of pointless. That's what I hate about stickers. I never know how to use them. And yeah, it came with a lot of cool little things, but now I get to use Eddie, which is cool. More looking forward to who the mystery other season characters are. I've got my favorites from the Legacy characters, a whole bunch of them. Don't know if anyone cares because I don't really care about other people's, but I really liked Christy. I thought she was really cool, but since they brought Eddie in, I don't see the point in getting her anymore. Falcon Realm was dope. I thought Lydia was really cool. I really liked her. Bruce, I really loved Bruce, especially in Tekken 5. Those are all the ones I can think of now, but like Legacy characters are dope. Like, in all fairness, I kind of like love every Tekken character. And I'm hoping that despite Tekken Tag 2's bad sales, that after Tekken 9 we get Tekken Tag 3 and bring everyone back together in it again. Just to make a wild, crazy game where you get to play all the characters again. Would be cool if it was more towards as successful as Tag 1 was, because that's what got me competitive in Tekken in the first place, and kind of at the arcades. But yeah, that'll be cool. And Tekken Cross Street Fighter would just be so dope. I mean, if the Tekken characters had heat and the Street Fighter characters had meter, and I don't know if they're working towards it like that, and Akuma, how he functioned in Tekken 7, if that's kind of like how they're figuring it out. And what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, guest characters would be cool too in Tekken 8. I'm all for Tifa. I think Tifa would be sick. I've even got posters of scroll posters of Tifa. But yeah, was that everything? I think that was everything. Oh no. So just another shot of Jin with his light up wing and light up 8. And the final image, just another look at the Tekken 8 Premium Collector's Edition. So the Premium is the one where Jin's wing lights up, and there's another one that's I think just called the Collector's Edition, and it doesn't light up. And I think there were a few people that I saw on Reddit or something. I'm not a member, but I saw people complaining that their figurine didn't light up, and man, that would suck. I mean, I would be gutted if I found that out. I only found it out through luck. I think there weren't any normal collector's editions or inferior collector's editions when I was looking on the Bandai Namco Europe site. But yeah, so I keep looking at the viewfinder. I might have to edit this down a bit so it's not too boring. Put background music tracks on it and stuff. If you'd like to support this channel, I have a Patreon. The link will be in the description. Otherwise, if you like this video, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And go up to that bell icon, as I plan on bringing more content like this in the future. All good? Catch you.